Alright, what's up guys? Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be going over some balance changes that were leaked in the Brawl Talk. And I'm just going to be talking over them, seeing who and what could be meta. And yeah, I just want to go over some things, over the new Hypercharges, how they might affect the meta and how broken they might be. So yeah, let's hop into it. Alright, let's start first with talking about the balance changes that were found in Brawl Talk. Should be on the screen here. And yeah, Primo got a buff from 1200 to 1260, which I feel like wasn't really needed. Primo was already a good character. I feel like people just didn't play him that much, but in the World Finals, it was really popular, especially with Tensai playing it a lot. And honestly, I feel like he didn't need a buff. Maisie got a damage buff, which I feel like she kind of needed. She's playable, but like she's not too playable. And, Maisie's one of my favorite brawlers of all time. So, I'm happy about that buff. But, and Miko got a 600 HP buff. Which, honestly, that's a 10% HP buff, which is actually kind of huge. But, to be honest, I feel like Miko might not be good still. Honestly, I don't see Miko being meta until they, rework him. He's just too easy to be countered right now, and his hypercharge is extremely weak. So unless they rework that, it's he's not really going to be that strong. And going into the nerfs that we were able to see in Brawl Talk, Surge's HP was nerfed from 6,600 to 6,000. And honestly, that's a pretty needed nerf because Surge has just been running the meta like crazy. Pretty much, if you don't ban all the tank counters, tank counters are just meta. Honestly, Mo also needed the nerf. Mo was still meta, I'd say. I wouldn't say as high as he was before, but his super, they nerfed his super from 1600 to 1200. So that's a what? I don't feel like doing that. 25% nerf. 25% damage nerf on his super. So that's going to be huge. So we should be able to take him out easier when he pops out of his super form. And he doesn't just melt us immediately. But yeah, honestly, I feel like the nerfs and buffs that we just saw in Brawl Talk are pretty good. Primo buff, pretty good. Maisie buff, I like it, But I feel like Maisie might become meta with this one. She can definitely two-shot more brawlers and, just be really annoying. Miko's HP buff, I don't think will do anything. And the nerfs to Mo and Surge, I feel like they're going to do stuff. I feel like Mo and Surge are also going to get nerfed a bit more than what they are right now. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see until they actually drop. But yeah, let's hop into the next one. Alright, let's talk about the Hypercharges now. I feel like the Hypercharges are all going to be really good here. And I really feel like each of them are going to shake up the meta a bit. So yeah, let's talk about them. Alright, so hopping into Gray's Hypercharge first. He summons a second TP, where if you take the TP, you get an 1000 HP shield, which is kind of broken, I'm not gonna lie. I can see this being used as some cheese strats on maps like Kaboom Canyon, where you just place a TP that can teleport you to mid, and you place a second TP that goes straight to the safe. And I feel like with the outplay potential with that, it'd be absolutely broken. So yeah, I think there's definitely some strats that you can do with it. Hot Zone, I feel like Gray's gonna rain terror on once he gets Hypercharge. So yeah, definitely want to be careful of that. But yeah, honestly, I think it's gonna be a really solid Hypercharge. The speed and damage buff is gonna be massive for him as well. So yeah. Getting into the second Hypercharge we have here is Janet. Janet's Hypercharge makes it so that you can control her super better. And honestly, I feel like this can be decent. I don't think it's going to be incredibly broken. It still feels and looks kind of slow and looks dodgeable. But at the same time, I feel like this could make Janet meta with just her getting a Hypercharge is kind of broken. And I feel like the damage and reload speed and speed buff could also make her pretty good. I feel like it's the same case with Miko, where you have to use your super at the very end to get the most value out of it, since you don't want to just waste all your time in the sky, So I feel like she can be pretty good. I don't think she's going to be incredibly broken unless she gets buffed, her damage. But yeah, I definitely want to see what where she ends up in the meta. She seems kind of fun now. So, yeah. Alright, so next up we got Ash. Ash seems pretty nice. He summons two times the amount of, what is it called? Rats. And honestly, I don't think it's gonna be that strong. He only summons 2 times the amount of rats. And to be honest, it doesn't seem that strong. I don't know. I might get proven wrong. Maybe last pick, he can be kind of strong against like some like single hit brawlers like Gus or something. And picking an Ash into him might be devastating, especially if you get the Hypercharge. But to be honest, I don't see him being extremely meta relevant unless they buff him again like they did last update where they buffed his rage meter. And honestly, the rage meter was good. It just wasn't enough because of the tank counters that are just too meta right now. So yeah, unless they nerf all of the tank counters, I feel like Ash won't be that strong, but you know, we're gonna have to wait and see for that. But honestly, Brawl Ball is still probably gonna be his best game mode. So yeah, let's hop to the next one. Alright, so now we have Eve, and honestly, this is the one that I'm most excited for. And if you guys can't tell by the clip, it is spawning hella babies. Like, it's not spawning like maybe like 5 or like 7. It's spawning like maybe 20 maximum, right? And it looks absolutely annoying to face. And I personally, I enjoyed playing Eve on release. She was really fun, and I feel like that's gonna bring back the same vibe of just hatchlings being absolutely everywhere. But I like it. It seems like a pretty good Hypercharge. I think it might be better than Mr. P. But right now, I feel like Eve just isn't in a good spot in the meta. So this Hypercharge might bring her up a bit. We're gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, Canal Grande, just always ban Eve. And Bridge Too Far, always ban Eve. Kaboom Canyon, always ban Eve. Safe Zone, always ban Eve. Like, I feel like she's gonna be broken in like every heist map that's in rotation right now. So just make sure to ban her because she seems broken. But yeah, let's hop to the next one. Alright, hop to the next one. We have Barry. And Barry, oh my days, you guys don't understand. Barry is so fun to play, and I feel like this Hypercharge is gonna make him so much more fun, and I genuinely think he's gonna be meta. He has so much area control if you play him right, and the amount of support that you can give to your team is insane. And along with that, your super literally just gives, your healing literally charges you super. So I don't know if Supercell is gonna make that a part of his Hypercharge, where if he heals his teammates, he also charges his Hypercharge, because I feel like that'd be insanely broken. Like, honestly, if you see the radius of his super, it looks massive, and it does 4,000 damage, which is absolutely wild to think about, right? So yeah, I feel like he's gonna be meta with the Hypercharge. It seems broken, and personally I like it. And I feel like Heist, he's gonna toy around with so much if he gets paired with tanks or just by himself in general on like Hot Potato and stuff. So yeah, I definitely like this Hypercharge, and yeah, hoping to see Barry meta. And let's hop in the last one. Last up, we have Melody, and Melody's, honestly, she looks more fun to play. I don't know how many hits they're gonna make her Hypercharge, but if they make it like a small amount, I feel like this would be broken. Also, just the amount of DPS that you'd be able to apply to safe is absolutely insane if you think about it. Like, you get 2 times the amount of notes, which technically you could melt the safe to like 0 in like probably like 10 seconds. So I feel like Melody is a must ban in Heist now. She was like a mediocre, so ban, but now I feel like she's an absolute must ban. I feel like she's gonna be so much better in Hot Zone, which she was already good in, and Heist, and probably Brawl Ball as well. And pretty excited to see her there. I feel like she could be playable in Bounty now. She was, but I feel like she's more playable now. Knockout maybe paired with Kit again, but honestly, I feel like that meta's over. But other than that, I feel like her hypercharge is gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be an absolute. I cannot talk. Oh my days. She's gonna be an absolute must ban in Heist. But other than that, I feel like, it's a pretty good hypercharge. And before I get into the last thing that I want to talk about, I just want y'all to watch this. I put up an absolute B masterclass in the first round. All right. So I've recognized that RT and Max aren't pushing up to me anymore, and they're going down the lanes. So I go for the mid immediately and take mid control. I hit some really nice shots there. By the way, I haven't missed. I missed one shot during this entire interaction, I think. And yeah, I went crazy here. I'm not gonna lie. My bad. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that. But yeah, getting into the actual juicy stuff that I want to talk about. Bo and Meg's hypercharge got leaked. So we don't know what they do yet. We just saw it in the Brawl Talk that they had hypercharges. And honestly, I don't know what Meg's hypercharge could be. Like Bo's hypercharge, they can make his radius bigger, or they could do something with his super. But Meg, I don't know what they could do with it. Because the swing, maybe it stuns, but what does her hypercharge super do if she's not in her mech form? And that's something that I've been wondering. And I also feel like that's something that a lot of people have in mind. And the two brawlers that I've always wondered what they were going to do for hypercharges is Chester and Meg. Chester, they might combine all supers into one, which would be absolutely crazy to think about, but I doubt it. It's not something that Supercell would do, probably. So definitely looking forward to what they're going to do with that. And honestly, I don't really know, but I'm always looking forward to it, and hope they cook something up. So yeah, if you guys like this type of content, let me know down below. This is my first time doing something like this, so yeah, make sure to let me know. And yeah, subscribe, like, comment, do all that good stuff. Join the Discord, I'm always there. So if you guys need me for something, just ping me down there. And yeah, God loves you, and peace out.